country, Switzerland, which is not what it's holding itself out to be. It is actually the home of the CIA, which forms a spy network. Switzerland is the only neutral nation on earth. Switzerland is in fact home to the CIA. The Holy See, i.e. the Holy CIA, the Federal Intelligence Service, FIS, the official name for the CIA in Switzerland. Switzerland is unique from every other country on earth, and that's something expected from the nation which harbors the CIA. Because Switzerland is ultimately responsible for engineering the incessant assassinations, terror attacks, and wars around the globe, it's naturally free of such mayhem in Switzerland. In other words, Switzerland is the eye of the global storm. It's free of financial crises, free of state-sponsored terrorism, and free of war for over 500 years. After all, terrorists in the CIA need a sanctuary, a place of peace and safety where they can return to after executing black operations around the world. Switzerland is noted for its Swiss mercenaries who were strategically placed by the CIA in foreign armies, courts, and governments in order to conduct assassinations and espionage. Switzerland is the only country in the world, aside from Vatican City, which is in control of its own destiny. Switzerland has every political and military option at their respective disposal. Follow the money, which leads directly to the Bank for International Settlements. That's located in Basel, Switzerland. This is an organization which secretly funds the CIA's nefarious activities. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS, in Basel, Switzerland, is the financial backbone of the CIA, secretly funding its nefarious operations around the world. Admittedly, the BIS funds 60 central banks, that is, the Bank of China, Bank of England, Federal Reserve Bank, etc., which collectively make up 95% of the world's gross domestic product. It's solely responsible for orchestrating the world's financial crises, simply due to the fact that it alone has the power to create money. In other words, the BIS is responsible for creating and distributing the world's fiat money supply, which is in turn used to fund the world's respective governments, intelligence agencies, and militaries, as well as all the assassinations, terror attacks, wars they engage in at the behest of the CIA. As the financial wing of the Central Intelligence Agency, the BIS is fiscally responsible for funding virtually all the chaos and madness that we see in the world today. Terrorists also need a place where they can avoid prosecution, hence Switzerland's permanently neutral position within the international community. This is why the bankers, pirates, and terrorists, formerly known as the Knights Templar and the Order of St. John, originally fled to the Alps, founding what is known today as Switzerland. Because the CIA is in command and control of each country's respective intelligence agencies and military, they're responsible for orchestrating virtually all of the assassinations, terror attacks, and wars. 10 facts about Switzerland being the CIA. Number 1, Switzerland is located in Central Europe. Number 2, Switzerland is the only neutral nation on earth. 3, Switzerland is the only sovereign nation on earth. 4, Switzerland is home to Ank's interception system. 5, Switzerland is home to Holy See, i.e. the Holy CIA. 6, Switzerland is home to Bank for International Settlements. 7, names for Switzerland that CH and Suisse equate to CIA and SS. 8, Swiss National Day is the same date as that of the Temple of Spies. 9, Switzerland is intimately tied to dictators, Hitler, Mussolini, Jong-un, etc. 10, Switzerland was originally founded by the Knights Templar and Order of St. John. Imperative to note that the notorious CIA of the United States provides the necessary political cover for black operations, that's special ops, orchestrated by the CIA in Switzerland. In other words, America takes the blame for what Switzerland is ultimately responsible for. In order to sell the world on the notion that the CIA is American in nature, the words CIA headquarters are always followed by Langley, Virginia. Switzerland, on the other hand, is located in Central Europe, hence the name Central Intelligence Agency. Because Switzerland is ultimately responsible for engineering the incessant assassinations, terror attacks, and wars around the globe, it's naturally free of such mayhem in Switzerland. In other words, Switzerland is the eye of the global storm. It's free of financial crises, free of state-sponsored terrorism, and free of war for over 500 years. After all, terrorists in the CIA need a sanctuary, a place of peace and safety where they can return to after executing black operations around the world.